Okay, I'm going to take a image that I've prepared as a logo for the Team Marshall cycling group. It's currently saved as a Photoshop file in layers. As you can see, the layers here, the layers are the logo name, the cyclist there, and then there's the background layer which has the gradient blend on it, the blue gradient blend. So what I'd like to do, I'd like to save this as a JPEG file, as a smaller file of 400 by 400 pixels, so that I can use it as a bit of an insert in an email that I'd like to send. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten the image. So if we go up here to layer, if you go right down to the bottom here, you'll see this flatten image. So if I click on that, it will now flatten that image. You'll see those coloured squares in the background will disappear. There we go, we've got a nice flat image now. So the next thing I need to do is reduce the size of the image. It's currently 900 by 900 pixels and a resolution of 300 pixels per inch. So I'd like to make it 400 by 400. Because the aspect ratio is locked, when I change the width, it automatically changes the height as well. So we'll click OK, and that now is reduced to a 400 by 400 pixel image. So all I need to do now is save that image. So I just want to check first to make sure it's an 8-bit image. It is 8 bits there, so I found that under Image Mode, 8 bits per channel. And I'd also like to make sure, because I want to use this for the web and in emails, so I want to make sure the color profile is sRGB. If you're posting images on the web or sending them in emails, always best to use sRGB. It has a smaller color gamut than Adobe RGB and displays much better on a website. So we'll click OK because that's what we want. So now I need to save. I'm going to save this as, because I've already got an image by the name that I want to call this. So I'm just going to overwrite it. So first thing I need to do is to change the image from a Photoshop image to JPEG. There we go. And we will see that the image is here. You can see it there. It's called TMC-logo 1-400 times, meaning 400 times 400. That's just to indicate to me that it's a 400 pixel square image. So we'll click on that, we'll save it. It'll ask me, it says the image already exists, so we're going to say yes because I do want to replace it. So it now asks me whether what quality that I want to save the file as. So I'm going to save it at its largest quality, which is level 12. I'd like it to be a fairly high quality image. The lower you make that quality, the level, the more likely it is to pixelate if you try to blow it up a little bit. So there we go. So now I'll just close the file by clicking this little box there, and there we go. It's done.